everybody, Jump Rope to Freedom. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a 2.5-year review of the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope. Please subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. Let's get into it. Alright, performance. Back in March of 2020, when I did my original review of this jump rope, I gave performance a 5 out of 5 jumps. I'm going to keep that rating. Over the last 2.5 years, I've experienced nothing but good performance with the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope. Doesn't perform as well as some of the higher end double under jump ropes that I bought, like the Elite SRS Bullet Comp and the 2 RX Smart Gears, the Evo Free and the Evo G2. It doesn't perform as well as those jump ropes, but it's also a quarter of the price. I'm going to keep my rating at a 5 out of 5 jumps. I think this rope performs well for what it is and how much it costs, especially after using it over the past 2.5 years. Ease of use. I rated the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope a 2 out of 5 on ease of use in my original review. I'm going to maintain that rating of 2 out of 5 simply because this rope is probably the most complicated rope that I can remember ever setting up. Buddy Lee himself actually gave this rope to me as a gift. I did pay him to certify me level 2 in his level 2 system. So he gave this rope to me, and I clearly remember sitting in the area that we did the class, and it took him a good 5-10 minutes. And this is his rope. It took him a good 5 to 10 minutes to get this rope set up. You do have to adjust it to your height. It's a steel cable, so it does take some heavy duty wire cutters to cut the cable, and it also comes with a tool that's easy to lose. It's similar to the tool that comes with the cross rope bolt. Without that tool, without that little wrench, you will be unable to size this jump rope. It took him a good 10 minutes to get it done, and he brought all the tools with him. He had the wrench with him, and he also had the wire cutters. Once you get this rope set up, it's smooth and easy to use, but getting it set up is an obstacle that requires a lot of tools and a lot of time. So I'm going to maintain my rating for ease of use at a 2 out of 5 jumps. Price to value. Looking over the past 2.5 years and all the jump ropes I've used and bought and reviewed over that time, I'm going to upgrade my price to value rating, my original rating, from 4 out of 5 to 5 out of 5 jumps. This rope is about $35, I believe, on Amazon now. I think it was $32 when I had gotten the rope, when Buddy Lee gave me the rope. And I think that that price point, what I've seen over the past 2.5 years, is that that price point for a rope that performs as good as the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope is virtually unheard of. You have ropes that do perform better, that offer more value as far as performance goes, like the 2 RX Smart Gear jump ropes that I mentioned, and even the cross rope bolt. But those 3 ropes are expensive. They are double, almost triple the cost of the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope, so that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to upgrade my price to value rating from my original 4 out of 5 jumps to a 5 out of 5 jumps. Versatility. This rope is designed for multiple unders, for double unders, triple unders. If you can do quadruple unders, then more power to you. You're a much better rope jumper than I am. But this rope is not designed necessarily for traditional single unders. It's designed for multiple unders. So versatility will inherently be lower than a 5 out of 5 jumps because the rope is specifically designed for 1 or 2 purposes rather than a plethora of purposes. But that being said, this rope, I have used it over the past 2.5 years at times for warm-ups and cool-downs because it is very light. So I'm going to maintain my 3 out of 5 jumps for versatility. This rope is fairly good at being employed for single conventional unders. So 3 out of 5 jumps is what I'll maintain for the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope. For quality, I rated the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope a 5 out of 5 jumps originally, and I'm going to maintain that rating. For the speed, the smoothness, the performance that you get for the price you pay, I think that you're getting a great deal here, and the quality is good from that perspective. The handles are light, but they're heavy enough to get some feedback. The cable, from my perspective, has not seen any real wear and tear over the past 2.5 years. I have no complaints or anything bad to say or any criticisms about the quality. So I'm going to maintain my quality rating for the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope at a 5 out of 5 jumps. Over the past 2.5 years of using this rope at least once a week, sometimes more, I'm convinced that this rope would be good for primarily two populations, and that's people who are interested in double unders or multiple unders, and people who are interested in CrossFit. So if you are interested in CrossFit or interested in doing multiple unders and improving your multiple unders, I think the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope would be a good rope once you've gotten the muscle memory down. What I always recommend is to start with a 5mm PVC rope because it's heavier, so you can get your muscle memory established. And then once you have the rhythm and timing and coordination that you need to execute double unders, then that's the time to commit to buying a double under rope like the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope. Who this rope isn't for, this rope would not be a good rope for anyone that's not interested in doing multiple unders. There are folks out there who could have sustained injuries that preclude them from doing double unders, or people who are simply not interested. Both those situations are absolutely okay. If you don't like double unders or you don't like multiple unders, I would stay away from this rope because this rope is specifically designed for multiple unders. Some helpful tips that I've found over the past 2.5 years. The first, I say this with most of my comeback reviews that I've been doing over the past couple months, is make sure that you use this rope and you jump with this rope on a protective surface, whether that's a wooden gym floor, protective gym floor surface. I would avoid using this rope on concrete consistently because the concrete and the rope constantly striking the concrete is going to degrade the steel wire more quickly than if you were jumping on a protective surface. So my recommendation, if you do buy this rope, is to jump on a protective surface. I'm not sure if Buddy Lee does sell replacement cords for this rope, so you'll likely have to buy a whole new other rope if your cord breaks. So do yourself a favor and jump on a protective surface when you're using this jump rope. What you also want to do is you want to have good wire cutters on hand. That's one of the most frustrating things. I ran into it with the Nike jump rope, is that I bought the jump rope, I was ready to use it, and then I didn't have strong enough wire cutters. Have strong enough wire cutters on hand. I'll put a link to the wire cutters that I use. I got them from Lowe's back when I lived in Virginia, and there's actually a picture of them on the community page. Someone asked me to post it. It's been probably a year now that I posted that. So I'll do my best to repost that, but get some good wire cutters from Lowe's, Home Depot, or the equivalent in your state or country, and make sure you have them on hand. You're gonna need some heavy duty wire cutters for this because it is a steel cable. It is heavy duty, robust steel. So nothing's more frustrating than getting a new piece of equipment, a new jump rope, and not being able to use it. Last helpful tip is to be prepared to spend some time setting this rope up. Buddy Lee's ropes are good products overall. I don't have any real complaints about Buddy Lee's products, but there is a downside, most of his products, and that is that most of them require a decent amount of setup time. The Aero Speed, the Roadmaster, and this rope, and also the Versatrainer, they all require more setup time than other jump ropes, as opposed to Cross Rope, which comes ready to jump. RX Smart Gear, those ropes come ready to jump. It's something that you have to consider with this rope and with Buddy Lee's products. But overall, Buddy Lee's products are some of the best out there. This rope is no different. Be prepared to take some time to size it to yourself, to cut, and then once you cut to your size, that's it. So make sure that you've got everything set up and sized the way you want it to, because once you make that cut with the wire cutters, there's no going back from that. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for tuning into today's review. As always, I greatly appreciate your support and how you continue to tune into the channel. If you have any experience with the Buddy Lee Supersonic Speed Rope, please share your experience in the comments section below. If there are any other ropes that you'd like me to review on this channel, please share your suggestions in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. All right, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, jump rope to freedom. Peace, take care, and thank you so much for your support.